I've written a book called The Paper Garden. An artist begins her life's work at 72. It's both the biography of an extraordinary 18th century gentlewoman and a meditation on late life creativity.
Molly, everyone I know who has encountered Mary Delaney feels like they've made a great discovery upon finding her.
I found her in 1986, a long time ago, when her work came to the Morgan Library. The display room was underlit because to preserve the floral collages, and they're extremely complicated and very beautiful and highly accurate.
Just as Mrs. Delaney took on this art form and took the pieces of her life that she had lived up to that point to develop it, you've sort of done the same thing. This is a biography.
Yeah, it is.
But you are not a biographer.
No, I'm not.
In the traditional sense. You're a poet.
I'm not a visual artist. But having written about Mrs. Delaney, I'm intrigued to make a tribute to her. Just to see if I can't cut out, again in my 21st century short attention span way, with a minimal number of tools, can I cut out a flower that makes a tribute to her?
How did you come to decide to write this biography, and how do you feel that it's being built out of the pieces of your work that you've already done?
It's been an amazing experience for me. I never expected to do this.
And I cut it, and I've been looking at it. Now, if Mrs. Delaney were going to do this pelargonium, which is just a common ivy geranium, she would have done the whole thing.
Write an essay about Mrs. Delaney and my mother, because my mother died at the age of 73, and Mrs. Delaney was ramping up her creativity at 73.
I've gotten the simplest kinds of paper. I just have a pack of 100 origami sheets of various colors, which is like right here, okay? So that you've got lots of choices, and a pack of origami sheets that are of tissue paper.
What I am so struck with is that she was not afraid of her old age.
200 pieces of paper. Mine, of course, is much, many fewer pieces.
She couldn't have done this art when she was younger. That's the consolation. She asked herself a lot, where does my happiness come from?
Such an enormous project at an advanced age, and not quite finished her goal, but completed a vision.
It was coming from that engagement with yourself that seems to materialize as you make something.
Much nicer, much richer, much more human to complete a vision than a goal.
We hope that you enjoyed this and that you will enjoy the Paper Garden. Thank you.
Thank you.